Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? We are back. We're back at it today. We're going to be having some fun, getting into it, seeing what we can do inside the game. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a play test and see how many crazy bugs we can find, because I'm sure there'll be a million. And what I did is I just updated the entire game to 5.6, and it actually worked flawlessly, so I was surprised. And yeah, so that worked out all right. And now we're going to see if we can do this packaged version and see how it plays. So I'm going to set this up. I'm going to get my alt account ready so I can actually test this correctly. Okay, let's launch that. And let's see what happens. Who knows? We'll see how this turns out. Okay, so I got a fatal error on my other computer. It looks like a GPU timestamp issue. Time 3D private 3D submission. Figure out what the hell that is. Get clock calibration. Where is that coming from? Huh. Got some kind of fatal error on my other one. Line 1015. Okay. Copy that for now. Oh, nice. Our character's invisible. There it goes. Taking a minute to load in. All right. Let's change our settings so that's actually not horrifically looking. I don't know why I'm missing pants. Oh, because it's my old save. That's right. All right, so we need to go back to main menu. We gotta wipe our save and start fresh. That's fine. All right. All right, see what we got here. Start items. Okay, I continue to keep getting that error on my other computer, so I don't know what that's all about. That's fun. Let's see. Grab this. Grab our boots. And this all swapped correctly. Looks good. Okay. Organize. Looks good. Looks good. That's supposed to be set to full. I'm gonna start taking notes on everything here. The loadout station UI page style needs to show long form items in list instead of boxes. Okay, so I'll change that. This is supposed to be like a list. It's not supposed to be this mode, so I gotta change the mode. That's easy. I can fix that. Okay. All right, that looks good so far. That sync up. I'm gonna write that down because I keep forgetting to do that. Send auto sync function on equip to reset animation. What's going on is my animation is like it's in like a different version of the animation. It's not synced up, so I just have to do that. It's easy too. All right. What's going on there, Hawaiian? I see ya. Just getting things started here. Okay. Let me try to move a vehicle over because we just added vehicles. I finally got them to work last night, so let's see how this looks. I can't seem to get my other computer to launch the game. I have like this little tiny mini PC that I use for just like trivial nonsense. So it's like probably a little too aggressive for it to operate on that little computer, but it was worth a shot, you know what I mean? All right. Boom, there's our new vehicle. That works. Get in. And let's drive. Oh, wow. Holy shit, this thing's got way too much pickup. This thing drives like crazy. All right, well, I flipped it instantly. Right now, I have like super light weight on the vehicle. I'm gonna drive a little bit more careful there. Holy shit, it's got some pickup. Oh my god, this thing's a bear. Holy shit. Okay, alright. Good lord. I gotta add some weight to this thing. Oh my god, it's way too light. Okay. Which is crazy, because it didn't do that during the tests. Okay, so that's something that I'm working on right there. I'll have to fix that. Main menu, let's go back to here real quick. Yeah, alright, so I figured that would happen. We're just doing some basic tests right now, nothing crazy. Let's try going to... Hold on. See if that updated. Yeah, okay, good, that updated. So now that vehicle's lost. That's why I was hoping that would happen. Let's put this in here. Good God. Yeah, that was crazy. All right, let's actually try to beat the mission now and get some XP and see how that rolls out. We're gonna kind of like play it out here for a minute. Gotta fix that stone. That's gonna be under, is that all stones? It's probably all stones, right? It's gonna be generic minerals. All right, let me write that down. So all stones not showing correct socket info for mineral icon when harvested. Okay. We are getting some XP though. I'm getting some XP just from doing some basic harvests. Of course, we should only be getting XP from like trees or rocks or ore. Then there's like a, I forget what the percentage chance is. Okay. I don't know why it's not working. Weird. Yeah, there's something going on with rocks right now. I gotta figure out what the hell's going on with rocks. They're kind of acting weird right now. Alright, let's go try some of the ore right now. I redid like a lot of the harvesting, so there's probably like a few things I forgot to set up. Yeah, see, like the ore works perfectly fine. Just gotta fix like these rocks and shit. Yeah, rocks have a problem. Okay. That's no big deal. We'll fix that. Alright. So I gotta collect, what does this say? Find rare stones. I gotta get 5 rare stones. Okay. Just trying to see how easy it is to level up just by doing... Oh, we got a rare gem. It's good to know that those proc chances are actually working. Like we got emerald or something. Nice. Oh, we got another gem. Sweet. That's like the reward system for people who harvest, because what you're doing is you're harvesting for resources in the map. You're not harvesting for keeps. So if you have a certain mission that requires a lot of harvesting, you might want to do a lot of harvesting. But there's another factor, is like the more you harvest, the more resources you get. So it's kind of like a perk that you get for like putting time into the map. And there's no time limit, so you can stay on this world as long as you want, pretty much. Oh, okay. That was unexpected. Okay, it looks like copper. Copper, rare resource isn't sized correctly. Fix, baked size, scale. This is what we do. This is why we test stuff. Okay. You never know what kind of slips you're gonna find, you know? Yeah, so far it seems like I probably need to speed up harvesting just a little bit. I don't know. I'm trying to think about like how long it takes to get resources. These resources in the top left are going to be used for other things too, like construction, weapons, ammo. See if I start using my my weapon here. It's using a bunch of energy to shoot. Okay. Let's see. So I gotta fix how these things actually land. That's still something I gotta work on. Loot chests here. We should be getting XP. On a legendary. Probably the most dramatic queue you'll ever hear for finding a legendary. Custom tailored by yours and truly right here. Still haven't even gotten a level 1 yet, so it's kind of taking a long time to get XP. I didn't want it to take this long to level up. Let's see, mission window, show XP as a part of reward, because I don't know how much XP I'm going to get for this mission. mission needs to yield XP as reward. Make sure it's a lot, because right now it's taking some time to do this mission. Although this isn't really, this is like a rando mission. Oh, it's nighttime. Shit. I wonder if the vehicle's lights will work. I was gonna try that. Oh, I'm so slow without levels. Gotta get some levels here, man. Yeah, I gotta fix that. Sword's a little weird still. I'm still getting like some like sticky hiccups every once in a while. I don't know why. Okay, so the lights are not working. I haven't finished really setting up this car. I just did a wheelie with an SUV. That's how much torque this thing has. Okay. Let me write down some of these things here. Okay, SUV, we'll say XO1 torque lower by almost like 30%. I would say XO1 add weight somewhere like 750, because it is like light as like a piece of aluminum foil. Oh shit. Alright. In the ground now, effectively. Awesome. Yep, we're gonna have to fix that. There we go. Alright, let's make it light time, because I can't see what the hell's going on. Oh god. Yeah, so if I appear down under it, we gotta fix that for sure. Gotta turn my air conditioner on, because now, since I'm playing the actual game, it's like super hot in my room. Because the graphics card has to start kicking off here. Okay. It's looking pretty good. I would say, I feel like it's taken a long time to get leveled. I don't know, like, I don't want it to be, like, useless to get resources, you know what I mean? Alright, let's see if we can actually finish this mission. Dude, the torque on this thing is like, it's like trying to drive a crazy motorcycle. Like, I just tap the gas and this thing just tears off. Fucking wheelie. Good lord. Oh my god. I should probably add auto flip as an ability to a car. I'll have to add that eventually. Also, I need to say XO1, a lot of the vehicles are brand new, so I gotta change a lot of stuff. When no possession, turn off apply brake. That way it's not like rolling on and on forever with the wheels. I feel like it's I don't know what's going on with the lighting. It feels kind of weird. This quality doesn't seem correct. I don't know why. Are you? Yeah, what kind of stuff are you working on? What engine are you working in? Let's try Epic. I'm getting like some stutter lag based on the graphics. I'll have to start looking into that. You see those hiccups? I don't know if that's like my card having issues or if that's like the game having issues. It's like, I don't think I'm running the engine in the background. Okay, that actually works. Sweet. So I can just click off screen now. So borderless actually works really well. I was hoping those settings would work. Now let's try this one. Windowed mode. Of course, it doesn't seem to really work too well, does it? Alright, let's try. Let's say windowed mode did nothing? Question mark? See, it's crazy because like things can work fine in your normal game, but then like you end up like packaging it to Steam and you realize, oh, like that doesn't work at all. Sweet. Alright, so we are getting those. Those are looking normal. Let's finish the mission so we can actually make sure we get the loot and stuff. I'm gonna give myself some XP. I'm gonna cheat here. There we go. Make sure that this stuff all works correctly. There we go. Alright, let's collect these things here. Let's get this quest done. So we gotta get 5 rare gems. Very cool. Sounds like you got a cool project you're working on there. Very nice, very nice. 1, 2, 3. Update loot rarity to new Boolean weight node. I gotta update the rarities. It's not truly that rare. It's supposed to be more rare than it is. It's like too easy to get stuff. Looks like we got bad weather coming in. Let's fix that. I can't see shit. Abilities. Okay. When abilities H pressed, show mouse. Okay. Can I just make it like nice weather? What is going on? What's going on with that jump? I don't know. I'm getting like some weird stutter here and there. I really don't know what the fuck it is. You see like that, how it just like freezes every once in a while? I'm getting like this stutter lag. I just upgraded to 5.6, so there's a good chance that there could be some weird things going on, but I don't know what the hell the problem is. Yeah, you see those stutter lags? That is weird. Nope, it's not Dune. Not yet. Not yet. So I upgraded to 5.6. It actually worked pretty easily. I don't know what's going on with this weather. I'm trying to figure out, so this is a new vehicle. Drives like awesome. What's weird is like everything drives different in a packaged version. Like the physics are completely different. I don't know what the hell is going on. Like this thing is like a T-Rex. Like it just look at I can pop a wheelie in an SUV. Like what the hell? Oh god. Yeah. Yeah, it's like absolutely way too light right now. I gotta add weight to it. Oh god. We'll just throw that thing around here. Just launched around. Alright, where the hell is my, this other... I gotta find this other rock to finish this quest. So I'm gonna write this down too. Getting stutter lag spikes. So of all the things that we've found so far, the stutter lag spikes are actually scaring me the most. I don't know what's causing it, where it's coming from. I have no idea. So that's not good. Good thing we have built-in data monitors that we can check. There's really nothing bad on there. I have really high input lag. Look at that input. Why does it say the render res is 1671 by 940? I'm gonna send this data to Grok so it can start analyzing it for me. Tell me where I can make improvements. Yeah, you see that, like, stutter? I don't know what the fuck's going on there. I gotta fix that. Could be one of a million things. Let's see here. I didn't really see anything bad with the GPU. I'm really confused. It's acting like a GPU problem. Okay. Well, the cooldowns seem to be working okay. Yeah, you see how it's like skipping around, man? So saying frame, you typically want 16 for smooth. So this is actually really good. Red, well, it keeps bouncing around. Now I think it's because I had my UI on, I don't know. So we want like 16, which is like perfect. We seem to be averaging 20. If I get towards some of these glow effects and unoptimized crap, it just like spikes. So something's causing it to spike, but that's not the problem. Under 10 ms is acceptable. Draw. Okay. Time spent on issue draw calls to the GPU. This is very close to the total frame time, indicating that rendering is the primary bottleneck. Okay. Render hardware interface thread. This is the time spent preparing. That's our RIT. Should be under 16, which it pretty much is. Input. This is the time spent processing input. This is extremely high and a major red flag. Input latency should be near instantaneous, a few milliseconds. The value this high suggests a serious issue with input handling. Interesting. Okay, so everything seems fine. There's something wrong with input. Yeah, it's still really high. Alright, so there's something wrong with input handling. That's our major problem right now. Yeah, that's why we're getting like those stutter lags. Alright. I'm just reading. I don't know. It's something with this damn input. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Was it like conflicting input channels? I don't know what to do here. I guess we're just gonna have to keep figuring out where the hell those inputs are. Something's bottlenecking somewhere. Um. Okay, let's see here. Let's see how bad it looks on our test map. Okay, so we still have the same input problem. It's good. That means we can try to address it and test it in here instead of having to package it every time. All right. Let's see what the problem is. I'm going to turn this into a macro. Okay, so we're going to say what's the result of these is active. And I'm actually going to make it a branch internally. So this way we can just auto purge shit right away. Actually, you know what? This is going to be something different. This is going to be whether or not pilot's in here. All right, let me rename this. Is piloted. Or I'll just call it pilot filter. Okay. So now we can just pump this in here like this on all these starts just to make sure that if someone's not piloting, then this little bastard should not be doing anything with these keys. Because if there's not a driver, then forget it. Same with this one, to be honest. Let's see. Do I have a debugger? No. Remote debug. Okay. Default on for now. That's fine. Okay. Next up, let's see. So, if we are not piloting, then these actions won't even take effect. Now I have to say, probably need to make an event that says when I exit, if I was the pilot, then the pilot seat is not filled. We're gonna have to make a check engine filter or function. Let's fix that. So is the pilot seat filled, or is the co-pilot seat filled? Technically, we only care about the pilot, don't we? Yeah. All right. So I guess we can use our macro for that. All right. So if I can't use macro because that's specific to something else. I gotta have a true false statement. So if the pilot seat is not filled, then we want to turn off the engine. Set engine. What is that? This is going to be our function. Check engine. And really all we care about is the pilot, right? Because that's the one in control of moving the car, turning it on and off. Where the hell did that thing go? Instance, no. Alright, I guess we're just going with is piloted or not. So, all we have to do is just say check engine, open. There we go. Is pilot in the seat or not? It should flush automatically. So I guess we'll just say get vehicle movement component, set gear to 0. Set park mode. That sounds cool. I don't know what that's going to do, but sure. Doesn't really give me any description. Set throttle input to 0. All right. So we are going to default those to off so that the engine automatically shuts off if there's no pilot, which should slow it the fuck down big time. Also, I want to like apply a brake, but set the user input for the vehicle brake range 0 to 1. Okay. I'm guessing 1 means full brake. Oh god. Alright, so that still doesn't turn off. Fantastic. Did this even trigger correctly? Oh shit, I have these backwards, that's why. Freaking logic, man. Logic, bro. Okay, so that's not working. Set park, set brake input. Let's do set brake input. Do 1. No effect. Awesome. We go through like 4,000 simulation tests here. Let's try setting it to park. I just want to see if this actually works. What's up, Cluster? We're doing vehicle updates today a little bit, and then I got to do some optimization. We have some optimization problems. We finally hit a point where we've gotten... Oh, wow, that brake definitely worked. Okay, sweet. The wheels keep spinning, though. Got the parking brake on. Okay, so we know that that, like, stops it in its tracks, which will be fine once we add weight to it. Yeah, we got all the wheels working. They're working fine. Now it's all about balance. I went deep into 5.6, so I converted to 5.6 just fine. I would have never guessed that in a million years. I was like, 5.6, run as, yes. Would you like to update all your stuff and all your plugins? Yes. It's like, okay, you're good. I was like, okay. Engine works fine. Game's fine on 5.6. I already packaged it and played it on Steam. I was like, holy shit. No, dude, I would have maybe gambled a penny on that. Like, confidence was high that it would be broken. You know how hard it is to try to convert a game to a new engine version. It's usually a pain in the ass. I was like, damn. Okay, when we actually possess this now, we just got to do one little thing for the pilot. We just got to put this hook on the backside here. And then this will just say, hey, we're no longer possessed, or we're no longer rogue. So let's do that. Two days? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's usually a pain in the ass. Like, when I updated one of my older versions... Okay, so park brake is not being released for some reason. When I did one of my old versions, it took me like a week. It was a total pain in the ass. So, yeah, I'm like super confused why it was so easy. But I guess, you know, I did do an update recently. Like, I stay up to date a lot now because of those reasons. And I'm using a lot of features that were already like, remember, like I say, stay away from plugins, stay away from like third-party shit. So I'm very vanilla. And I'm not using too many experimentals anymore, so I guess it makes sense, you know. And I'm already using enhanced input, so like everything was already pre-updated. But yeah, it was fine. It was like, here you go. I'm like, sweet, thanks. Thought it was gonna be holy hell. Ah, there we go. Alright, let's see what happens now. So I have an input problem. We're gonna have to figure this out. It's a major critical problem. Alright, so I'm hitting the gas, I bail out, brakes are applied. Are the tires ever gonna stop? No. Why are the tires not stopping? I'm setting the throttle input to 0. I'm setting the gear to 0. Oh, yeah. C++. Yep. Ah, the ups and downs between C++ and Blueprints. Well, the brake's working fine. Well, I'm not using brake. Sorry, I'm using park. So park is just a Boolean, basically. I was using brake and I didn't like it, so I switched to park. Basically, it's just on or off. Is this thing supposed to be still or not? Which will be fine when I add more weight to it. It'll just go, it'll just stop like instantly. Because I don't want my cars like sliding forever. It's just not necessary in a game like this. If you jump out, it should just like go, like a quick little stop. Like maybe 5 foot skid. You know what I mean? The brake, that was earlier. I just got rid of it. It didn't work. It's not in here anymore. If you're talking about this function here, now it's just set target gear to 0, set throttle input to 0, and then set park to true. If not, set park to false, because then these change automatically. Yeah, I did have it in here earlier, like 5 minutes ago, but I nuked it. I didn't like it. It wasn't doing what I wanted. Because like you said, I had to like scale it, and I didn't want to deal with that. Fuck it. So okay, let's do this. So the problem right now is my wheels do not stop, which is probably an animation blueprint problem, actually, the more I think about that. Let's do stop animation. I don't know. What does this do? Which is transient data, which means it won't serialize. Okay. I don't know if I want that. Nope. It's not right either. No, we're getting into experimental territory. Let me just ask Rock instead of dicking around looking for this bullshit. Okay, let's see what we got here. Man, there is some drama on social media today. In Unreal Engine, how do I stop or reset an animation blueprint back to its starting frame. You'll see. just go on X, and it's just like it's fucking carnage. Using the animation blueprint animation graph, set animation state and animation graph. Open your animation blueprint, navigate to the animation graph. Identify the animation node, sequence player, playing the animation sequence you want to reset. I'm using a vehicle that is using a rig in its animation blueprint. I need the wheels to stop moving. How can I do this in blueprints? Oh, I can pause the animation. On hover cars today. No. We're doing some vehicles right this minute, and then we gotta fix a serious bug. So right now we're gonna do some of this shit. So we're gonna do get animation instance. There we go. And then out of this we need to say cast this to the specific animation blueprint. So cast to exo animation blueprint. And then we need to say, how are you doing? What's new with you, man? Get God, what am I trying to find? I don't even know what I'm looking for here. Pause timer by function A. Reset any dynamics running simulation style updates, teleport. Okay. I'm trying to see how I can access this animation blueprint. Control ray. Wheel controller. Tag. I don't know, maybe I can access that later. Wheel controller. Just got home from work. Now you can watch some Unreal in peace. Nice, nice. Chill out, man. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to like stop the animation of the wheels because they're animating because they think they're supposed to be animating. And I need to basically tell it to like chill out. I don't know if I want to do that. Get animation. Data? Nope. Get fucked. There we go. Initial position. Okay. I like this. This is looking good. Ugh. Plane. Default setting for plane sequence. This is not current state of plane. Okay, that's the default state. Initial position. Play rate. So initial position. So I want to say set animation. Set play rate maybe to 0. I don't know. Isn't that gonna break it though if I like now? I think the wheels might not work when I move. I don't know. Let's see. Come on, sync up. There it goes. Get out. Oh wow, it actually worked. Get back in. The wheels are supposed to stop. Yeah. Damn it. Ah. Set animation position. I could try setting the position back to 1. All these tiny little details that are just like no one even cares, you know, but they care. It's just like animation in general. Like animation is one of those things that is so looked over. If you don't have good animations in your game, nobody like really cares unless they look bad. You know what I mean? Like nobody cares what your animations are unless they look like shit. And then they'll be like, "Oh, your animations look like shit." So you have to like put all this time into animations and most people don't even give a fuck. Yeah, see those back wheels are still moving. So what if I used, what if it's under the vehicle movement component? What is that? Get wheel. What were those things called? Those are under here. You're not gonna animate your characters at all. Just a bunch of T poses running around. Don't have to worry about anything. Perfect. Wheel setups, wheel class. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Movement component. Velocity. Movement capabilities. No. Okay, let me think about this. So, setting the position to 0 doesn't work. Let's try stop. What was that on the bottom? Stops continuous input injection for the given action. Kind of interesting, but okay. All right, let's just straight up stop it and see if that works. Even though we're not technically supposed to use stop. See how the tires go faster? If I get them off the ground, they have no friction. They just keep going faster and faster. Uh, okay, so stop doesn't work, set position doesn't work, play rate doesn't work. Only other thing I can think of is get animation. Class. Okay, class defaults. Nice set. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck that is. Get animation. Pause animation. Maybe I can just pause it. Set pause animation to true. I'm gonna have to unpause it when it's the other way around, but let's see if we can get it to stop. Come on, sync up. That was a bad test. Oh, okay, so it does work. Okay, so that's good. That's good. That's good. We finally got some luck there. So what I can do then is I can grab this. Okay. So when we get out of the car, we're going to pause the animation. The animation is the spinning of the wheels. So we don't want the wheels to spin anymore. The only problem is it's going to look a little weird, but then again, I mean, the brakes are all locked up, so what do you expect? Plug it out. All the wheels stop moving. Yeah. I get back in. There's a quick little reset. You can barely notice it. You watch the back wheels when I get in. They do it. It's the quickest like realignment you could possibly imagine, but I could probably fix that by getting the current animation state and like resyncing it just to get good practice in on this. Get animation, get position. We could save this, promote to normal variable, animation, position, position, and then what we can do is we can go over here, and before we unpause, we'll say get our animation position and set that. So we'll say set position. It's fun saying that word like that. Position. Position. Okay, so there we go. Boom, boom, bang. So now the wheels should remember where they stop when I play back, and they should automatically update. All right, let's open her up and do a big test here. Get out, wheels stop. Yep, perfect. They just pick right back up in the same position that they left off on. Nice. 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 All right, we're in business now, boys. Okay, next up. Oh, and it also remembers where I turned the wheels, too. I forgot about that. That's cool. Oh, wait, it didn't remember it. Wait, what the hell? I have the wheels turned, I get in, they turn back. What the fuck? Let's see, that's gonna be wheel rotation, I think, right? That's gonna be under, that might be something different. Get steering input. Yeah, I think it's steering input. We can say promote variable, current steering, or say snapshot steering position. Okay. The only problem is, I think, well, it shouldn't matter because once I hit the button, it'll reset. But I just want those wheels to be in the exact same spot that I left them in. All these tiny little details, man. Okay, so I leave the wheels turned in. I get out. I get in. There we go. Problem solved. Now, as soon as I turn, they're going to go back, but they automatically know where they're going. Yeah. All right, cool. Perfect. Yeah, that's a little bit better. All right. That's something to do with like the motion blur of the effects or something. I don't know. I have to fix that. Like you're talking like where it like spins so fast you see like it looks like almost like particles flying around. Yeah. I don't know how to combat that right now. Yeah. I mean, the mesh is moving really fast, and it's like the graphics just start tearing. I don't know. It doesn't necessarily look bad. It kind of looks like, you know, it almost looks like dirt's flying around. So I'm not like super annoyed with it, but I definitely would like to fix it eventually. It's on my list, but it's definitely not on the top of the list. I think it's just like motion blur. Looks like graphics motion blur. I don't know. I might have to like change the way that mesh reacts to movement or something. It's a skeletal mesh, so like these wheels are not by themselves. It's probably something to do with like motion detail. I don't know. I mean, those back wheels are hauling. They're moving really fast. This thing's like a sports car. I gotta fix it. It's like way too heavy, or way too light, as you can see. Let's change the mass in the physics department. Mass. We're gonna add 750 to that bad boy. Gotta weigh her down a little bit, so she's not just like popping wheelies and shit. It's almost undrivable. Oh. A little bit better, though. A little bit better. That was a sharp turn that I just tried to do at full speed. So that was a little bit better. I think I might make it a little bit heavier. Not too bad. Okay. Let's do 1,000. It's a tricky situation dealing with weight, because like if I add more weight, it'll stay on the ground better. But the other problem is you'll skid longer at high speeds when you try to stop sometimes. Well, not skid longer, I mean skid shorter. But the biggest problem of all is the more weight that I add, the more torque I have to add if you want to have good pickup. So it's kind of tricky. Also, the wheels will start to spin more because it's trying to like burn more thrust, you know? Like burning out when you're... I might have to turn down the RPMs or something, I don't know. This is all, well, it's kind of both. It's a little bit of geometry and it's a little bit of texture. Most of it's texture. Yeah, most of it's like just random texture, but like there is some geometry in there. Actually sitting in her spot. Oh, cool. Yeah, like some of this stuff's just texture, but geometry is right. I can't really point too well. Oh, here I can. Yeah, so like this is geometry, like these grooves. This is geometry slightly, just like a cut. But this is all texture, like all this bullshit, like these little lines. So it's like a hybrid. Yeah, like this is all texture right here. Does the vehicle have any friction? Yeah, it does. It's using, so these tires are actually set to a custom physical material that has no slip. So they're supposed to not like really slip that much. But what they're driving on does make a difference because what we're driving on has slippage. So yeah, like if I'm driving on ice or snow, it's going to be like, get fucked. I'm like actively trying to kind of like roll it a little bit just to see. There we go. It feels a little bit better though. Like that's a little bit more manageable. I think what I'll do is I'll put some weights into the tires a little bit. Just a little bit. Just enough to kind of like keep her down a little bit because those tires are like spinning like motherfuckers. Try to slow the tires down just a smidge with some weight. They'll also kind of help balance out the weight on the actual vehicle, I think, a little bit more. Oh. Well, the next thing we got to fix is what's about to happen. So when I get out, I'll probably clip under the ground. Yeah, so we got to fix that problem. Let's do that next. I think we've done just about all we can for the weight right now. The vehicles are a full-time career, man. It's just ridiculous. Okay, there's our macro. That's done. Here it is. Check if we have an opening exit. I think I have 2 of these, don't I? Just 1. Weird. Where was I putting that before? Okie dokie. Pretty sure I already did this, but yeah, okay, sure. Now I'm really confused. On exit. Hold on a second. I think I just made a major mistake. I think I just made a major mistake. God damn it. I opened the wrong version of the game. Opened the wrong version of the game, boys. This is linked to the wrong... Fuck. Let's get rid of all that bullshit. Get rid of all my asset folders. I don't need those right now. Yeah, I fucking opened up the wrong version of the game, bro. So we just made all that shit in the wrong area. Like a fucking idiot. Let's see here. If we do, I'm gonna have to make a new... I could probably copy a lot of what I just did, though. I did stars. This is the good one or the bad one? No, this is the bad one. 3. We want 3. Yeah, because I just updated everything to 5.6. So we're just doing all that on the wrong engine, but whatever. I mean, this is kind of how it is when you have moving panes, because you have to, like, make sure everything works correctly before you just start dropping the old version. Alright, so we'll just do create shortcut. Like that. Yeah. Stupid. Okie dokie, let's do it again, everybody. Did I become an Unreal engineer? No. Maybe. Potentially. All right, well, for the most part, I didn't really change like too much shit. All I did is I added weight to the damn thing, and most of those snippets, like the macro, I can copy. The function, this is why I do functions so much now, because you can just like copy and paste them anywhere you want. So it's not that big of a deal. The hard work was trying to figure out which nodes to use, so we already did all the hard work. Now we just have to copy and paste it into the newer version. That's hilarious. I thought I was going crazy, man, because I'm like looking at the engine and I'm like, I already did this. Like, where is this code? So I'm like sitting here like thinking like, where did I put that code? I already made that this morning. Like, why is it not saving correctly? And I was like, oh no. And then it kicked in. I was like, oh no. Oh well. Fuck it. This is a snapshot that we were having. This is a major red line problem we got to figure out. Input. For some reason, I got a massive problem in my game. That's the only problem we have right now. Like, optimization-wise. There's some type of bottleneck with the input system, and it's causing massive stutters and issues. So we'll have to figure that out. Sometime tomorrow when this fucking thing starts finally loading. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, I updated today. I was just basically like, oh, you know, let's do this, let's do that. And it's like, okay. I don't know. It was so easy. I was just talking to someone else about that earlier. I was like, yeah, I basically I downloaded it. I grabbed all my files. I destroyed all the VS files. I remade the VS files to the new version. I went in the VS. I rebuilt it. I did all this morning, and then that's it. I was good to go. It was like, okay, here you go. They like rebuilt it for me. It's like, hey, you want me to rebuild these so that they're updated to 5.6? I'm like, yeah. And it's like, okay. Usually that's where it crashes. It's like, nope, you're good. I was like, damn. I did not expect that. All right, now we're in the right fucking version of Unreal. Good lord. Yeah, see, I added all this shit this morning. That's why I was like, why? Like, what did I miss? All right. So let's move the old version over here for a momento. And we're going to go like this. You know, I gotta say, yeah, okay, yeah, this is the right one. All right. Yeah, like we got light programming. I did tons of stuff to this shit this morning, so. They like changed everything, so I'm trying to remember like where everything is now. Settings. Nope, that would make much sense. Scalability. Hi. Okay. Yeah, see, I added custom lights and everything. You can like change your lights, you can do all sorts of shit, but I haven't gotten into that just yet. It made like a mini function. Okay, so let's grab, make sure I'm in the right one. Okay, so let's grab check engine on. Whatever, I'll throw that in there. Check for open exit. We already have that. Let me grab my macro. Let's put that in here. There we go. We just got to make these real fast. Okay. Alright, that should be good. Now we just have to plug all this shit in where it's supposed to go. So let's do the pilot stuff first. That wasn't too bad. I mean, all the hard work's already been done, so. Are these supposed to be on started or triggered? Okay, triggered. I did triggered for these. Alright, I don't need that. Okay. Alright. So now we can say we only want to see that data if we're a pilot. So clean that up. Alright, now let's just add at the end of this. This is where we add our check engine on function. I was looking for this the whole damn time. I couldn't find it. I was like, where the fuck is it? That's why I was like freaking out. Alright, is engine on? Yes, no. If it is, do this. If it's not, do that. Yeah, okay, we should be good. Alright, now the second thing I was trying to fix this morning off stream was check where our exit is when we, like, if we're like stuck underground or whatever. So I was trying to say if we are on our axis of negative, we're less than negative 45 on our roll. Yeah, it should be x-axis. If we rolled more than, oh shit, yeah, less than, greater than. Yeah, okay, so if we're less than negative 45, is it greater than negative 45? Or is it less than? Less than would be a higher negative, right? Where's my other thing? Check engine on exit. Yeah, I definitely have some cool goodies with this new engine, but I don't really know what to expect right now. It's still too new. Okay, check engine on. That needs to go here. When the pilot exits. And when the pilot enters, we're checking. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see what we got here. What is this bullshit? M default material, was missing the usage flag. Whatever, fixed. There you go. Okay, well, that didn't work. I'm missing something. Hang on. On exit. Check for clean exit. I mean, these should be all the same, but just to make sure. It'll kind of like relink them. I don't trust these blueprints sometimes. Okay, so that should be fine. Let me make sure that those actually reset correctly. Basically, I want to check our animation state. I'm laggy as fuck, man. I don't know what's going on. Window. God damn it, man. Whoa. We have got to fix this input lag problem. Okay, that worked. Now we have to set up the other thing. So animation's working. The other thing that I had was called check engine on, and I ran that on the end of pilot. I think I put it in the wrong spot. That's right. Okay, let's try that. What's going on, Serial? Toughest part of your dev with this game so far? Sorry, I was in the zone there. I don't know. That's a tough call. All of it? I feel like it's just like never ending. Why are the brakes not being applied? I had it all working fine in the other engine, and now it's not working. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me try to figure this out. I would say, like, I don't know, like, animations piss me off a little bit. Because it's like, you get no reward for good animations. Like, we were talking about this earlier. Let's say I make amazing animations, like just super realistic, highly fluid. Everyone's like, wow, these animations are great, right? No one's gonna say that. Like, nobody cares. Like, they're just gonna be like, whatever. Like, players don't care. But if your animations are bad, they're gonna care. So it's like, you don't get anything good. Like, you get no rewards for having good animation, but you get only penalties if you have bad animation. So animation's thankless, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Force eject packaging. The random car movements. I know, there's like ding, 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 flying like all over the place. Okay, this is force eject. So we need to say when I enter. Okay, we're gonna have to change something here. Is this the other version? God damn it, I'm closing this other version down. Get it out of here. I'm like looking at the wrong thing. There. I had to close the other engine out. I was in the wrong engine again. Because they both look exactly the same. Okay, so alright, you know what? This is just gonna go inside of this. Like, why do I have it outside? There's no point. Gonna do that. Condense this a little bit so I just can like work in peace in like one spot. Okay, so we update our engine based on whether or not the pilot or the co-pilot is fit or is in there. You know what? Nope, not anymore, pal. It's only if the pilot is seated. If you're a passenger, it just shuts off and it stops. Okay, so if the passenger's in here, then the engine's on. If the passenger's not, the engine's off. Nice and simple. If the engine's on, we want to turn off our parking brake, and we want to allow animations to continue where they left off. Set steering, set pause animations to false. If not, we want to set gear to 0, 0, set to park. We gotta clear all of our gears, that's why we do that. Otherwise, you could get back in the car and it will just like take off. Mesh, da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. Yep, looks great. Awesome. Sweet. Okay, now the other thing I noticed is originally I had this set to start, but that shouldn't make a big difference. Sure, this is all set to false. Yeah, okay, everything looks good there. Steering. Switch and clean these up a little bit. Yeah, we have a major problem with this game right now. There's actually like a huge, very nasty issue, and it's a must-fix issue. Like we have to fix it, and I don't know where to begin to start really. So we'll have to get into that right after we fix this vehicle a little bit. Okay, so let's get back to the vehicle. Let's go back to our what was that? It was physics. I think 1,000 is what we picked, right? We like the 1,000. And then we did, I think it was 25 weight. Oh, we have 50 for the wheels? That's fine. We'll leave it at 50. Okay. That should help us stay a little bit more weighted down. Do you see that? Do you see me like stuttering? When I'm moving, it's like, like what is going on? Is that my computer? Is that... Turn that to performance mode, minimize all those tabs. Oh, what the fuck, man? What is that? Post processor. Not the vehicle. Dude, I don't know what the fuck that is. Whatever. All right, play. What the fuck is going on right now? Lights automatically turned on because it's getting laid out. Smart lights. It's not getting current. Like, what the fuck? Snapshot steering position. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm like really getting some lag here, man. Starting to feel like a computer problem. I don't really have anything else running, so I guess we'll see what the hell the problem is here, but I boot it up again. I might need to like restart my computer or something stupid. Anyways, the major issue that we were having is for some reason my input is super high, like ultra high, and I have no idea why. So we're gonna have to figure that one out. That'll be a fun one. Like it's supposed to be like 4 or 5, and it's like 150 ms delay. So there's like something wrong with my input system. I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm still lagging. I don't know what the fuck the problem is, man. That's old. Get rid of that. It's like the transition point. What's going on, Jimmy? Okay, let's try doing... I don't know. It's just acting weird. Alright, let's see where we left off with our vehicle anti-roll problem. Oh my god, this thing fucking flips. I'm still getting that stutter lag, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I wonder... Don't care. Lights are programmed to find... Yeah, we're still gonna have issues. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it's not that. The major thing that I need to work on is this. Well, right now we're having two issues, graphics. Two problems with graphic optimization, but the first major problem is this one. Look at our input time. Ignore the GPU time, ignore the frame. These are all being caused by other things, and it's not a fair assessment to judge these in this manner. But look at the input time. That is horrible. 180 millisecond delay on inputs, and it's like frozen. So something's bottlenecking in our input sector, and I have no clue what the fuck it is. So we're gonna have to figure that out. Special K. That is good cereal. Sugary as fuck, but it's good shit. It's good shit. Good shit, man. I used to love like Frosted Flakes back in the day. Look at this stutter lag, bro. Like, what is going on right now? Why am I so stuttery? See if there's any like big ticket problems here. Oh, lovely. Nice to know that our vehicle is the worst possible thing possible. There's a tilde key that you can press, and if you press it, you can type in commands in the console. So I did a tilde command, which does it's stat space unit. Stat space unit is the command. And right now what I'm using is F4. I think it's F4. Yeah. I mean, like, realistically, it's not the like, this vehicle is not the problem, but it could be better. You know what? We're inside 5.6, right? We have the latest, greatest technology at our fingertips. What happens if I make this nanite? Will that work? Oh boy. Do they have skeletal mesh nanites now? Skeletal mesh nanites for the win? Oh shit. Look at that optimization. Skeletal mesh nanites. No fucking way. Is that something new that no one wants to talk about on YouTube? Which is probably the most biggest thing of everything? Get the fuck out of here. Shut the front door. That's F5 to see this data. What? Skeletal mesh nanites, folks. Bury the fucking lead, YouTubers. I watched a bunch of videos on like what's new in 5.6 and no one even mentioned this. It's like been optimized now. It actually like works. I know it was a thing in 5.5, but it wasn't like really fleshed out. Wow. That's going to change absolutely everything. Well, that's easy optimization. Yes, please. So we're going to go to our metahuman, like right now. And let's change that to nanite. So we're going to have to change the base models, which are going to be under our metahumans folder. Yeah, the input delay is something different, but it's massive optimizational upgrades to have nanite skeletal meshes. That's just like insane. God, that looks so good. Because now our character, oh my god, look how much better they are. It used to be white, like pure white. I can now skeletal mesh all over armor too. Holy shit, I'm glad I didn't do all my inventories yet. Watch this. So if we go to, let's see, complexity quads. Let's go to our characters, armor, items. Let's see, items, armor. This is literally the reason why I only made one set of armor right now. So this is the current armor, okay? As you can see, dog shit, right? Like pure dog shit. White is like death, basically. Hot pink, okay? Let's convert it to a nanite and see how she does. Wow. 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 That's what we call a game changer, folks. That is what we call a game fucking changer. Holy shit. Alright, well, let's update everything then. This is why I don't worry too much about optimization, and you shouldn't worry about optimization when you're making a game until like mid to late game. because like there's little tricks like this you can do, and you can like change the texture qualities and like the sizes. There's like a million different things you can do to scale down. So I don't usually worry about optimization unless I have a major problem. And the reason why we're having that input issue, that is not an optimization problem. That's that's something else. We'll figure that out. But in the meantime, I'm like, it can't hurt to, you know, upgrade these. Look at all this shit. This is insane, bro. This is insane, bro. It's like, here, make everything like amazing for free. Sounds good. Thanks, 5.6. Everything is literally landing on my lap for the perfect kind of game. Like everything I needed. Wait till you guys see the new metahuman shit they dropped. It's ridiculous. We'll get into that some other time. I can't deal with it right now, but there's a lot of shit going down. Those are the other pants that are coming down the pipe soon. Okay, so we just fixed all that shit. Let's see how our character looks now. Oh, crash. Get fucked. Good thing we save every 5 seconds. Yeah, we were dicking around with a lot of geometry in there, so it probably fucked up. Every time I make a change, I hit Control-Shift-S. And Control-Shift-S is better than Control-S. If you hit Control-S, it only saves the current window that you are actively in. It doesn't count the map, it doesn't count the other windows, it doesn't count the thing you may have changed in the background. But if you always get in the habit of hitting Control-Shift-S, it will save everything. So every time I make a tiny little change, Control-Shift-S. I move something over here, Control-Shift-S. I change the color of something, Control-Shift-S. Like I am constantly hitting that button. So I never really panic ever whenever I crash. I just laugh, I'm like whatever. Yeah, those updates can't hurt at all, man. I mean, it's just ridiculous. That's gonna take us to a whole new level of optimization. So and the engine's gotten better at like recognizing if you lost stuff or whatever, so crashes aren't that big of a deal anymore. As long as you're doing Control-Shift-S and not Control-S, Control-S will trap you because you'll be in like window A, you made changes in window B, and when you hit Control-S, it'll only save window A, not B. So when you crash, you'll lose everything you had in window B. So as long as you start using Control-Shift-S, that is like the holy grail to avoiding any problems with crashes. Because you're going to crash. As we like to joke in the Unreal community, if you ain't crashing, you ain't Devin. Oh, what's this? What's this? I got another error on play. Okay. So I guess we're actually going to have to read this one now. Let's see what's causing the clog up. Was that on boot up or was that on play? I think it was because I hit play. Something caused the crash. Might be on my character. Let's see. TP tracker, I don't care about that. Okay. Not really an error. That's nothing. Can't hurt for me to log in on Steam again though, because it likes to see Steam when I'm doing tests. Can't find county map, bro. That's fine. Okay. I'm gonna do send and close and like not let it force restart, because sometimes I have found, not always, but sometimes I have found that like if you just try to restart it, it doesn't like purge the data. We can also do a bunch of other, there's like a million ways we can try to fix this problem. I'm pretty sure the issue, I mean, one of the latest things we changed was we made skeletal meshes for the pants. So I think what I'm going to try to do is launch from a new map and purge my data and see if we can get it to crash again. Because when you're changing assets and then those assets change appearance and then those assets are being loaded from a file save, it's like, what's going on here? Like, this file's changed, but it says that I should load this instead of that. What am I supposed to do? So like sometimes like that'll cause a major problem. So I have a button, I just hit the K button and it will just wipe all my data and I can just start a new save. So that's like super critical for game deving. Like you got to just be able to like wipe your save and wipe all your data and start fresh, because you'll get corrupted data left and right. And there's really no way to fix it other than having like an auto adjuster built in on load up, but you can't really do that until you're in a state where you know like, okay, this is how I want everything to be. So yeah, so what we're going to do is we're just going to wipe the data real quick, and I just turned it into a command key because I got sick of like having to do it manually. So all we do is we just got to get to a map and hope we don't crash, because it's loading the character. It's something to do with the character's armor is my guess, because we just updated the armor and now the armor is technically corrupt inside the structure, so it doesn't know what to do, is my guess. If not, we can always roll it back to normal, non-nanite, and see if that's the problem, which would be odd. Okay, so we go to maps, we go to our start menu, and we just make sure that we launch from the actual menu where the load takes place, not where the character loads in. See if we crash here. I doubted we ever would. Okay, so now we're going to purge our data. There you go. Just like that. We're clean. All right, so let's see if the character crashes naked, and we'll just go from there. It's nice to see those profiles are working again. They had like a random error last time. She looks ridiculous. I gotta fix that. It's because we're in low quality settings right now. Like low poly mode. Alright, let's see if it crashes. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, alright. Went through. It took a long ass fucking time. It could have been because we've never loaded this map before, so it was just like first time shader problems. I'm gonna let all those shaders finish in the top left. We're in the editor. When you're in a when you actually like package this up and send it to Steam, you don't have these problems because everything's packaged, so things load like way faster. But when you're in the actual editor, you're going to have these problems because materials are changing, textures are updating, blah, blah, blah. We're just going to load that first. Which looks amazing. Low poly mode. Looks like Valheim graphics. I feel like I'm playing Valheim now. Me eyes, me eyes. I've seen worse. I've definitely seen worse. At least the hair's working now randomly. Okay, so now we're gonna go to this. We're gonna go to this. All right. A little bit better, huh? A little bit better? All right, cool. So now we're gonna go to here and make sure that we can grab our get our armor. I'm gonna cheat and give myself starter gear. All right, so here's where things get interesting. We may crash. but let's see what happens. Yep. Okay, so it's something to do with the skeletal meshes on the armor. I don't know why, but it is. Kind of odd. Like, why would they crash? We know exactly what's causing the crash now. As I have figured, it was the armor. Yeah, it's very odd, right? Because like, the vehicle's fine, the body's fine, so why are the clothes not fine? She's low poly.
Yo, man, did you see that chick, bro? She is low poly.
Oh god. That is terrible. Why nanite? Nanite is new technology that compresses everything into like a new geometrical state, which allows it to basically, layman's term, makes it a lot more optimized. So you can like you can fit a lot more geometry into something and not have to worry about it taking up a bunch of memory. So yeah. Ugh.
Bro.
Yo, that car's low poly, dude. I do like that. Yeah, old games use no nanite, exactly. Some of the new modern games are still like frustrated with nanite. And it's funny because like people are like, oh, I don't want to use nanite because it causes crashes or it's not good for bad graphics cards. But I have a piece of shit little like mini PC over here and it runs my game on nanite and on Lumen. So really, there's no excuse. there's no excuse. I mean, your graphics card's got to be like dog shit old. At that point, it's like whatever. Okay. Oh, why is it crashing after nanite? Because we changed the state of the actual item. We basically took an item and we converted it into something different. And it doesn't like it. So we're going to change it back and see if that fixes the problem and work our way from there. There is another chance that it's not the nanites. It could be this. Let me just do this for shits. I'm gonna try one more thing here. We'll see if this is the problem. And if it still persists, then we'll have to turn them off. It just doesn't make any sense to crash. What I'm doing is I'm telling the inventories to use technically a different item. So I'm like adding these newer items to the same thing. Even though it should do it automatically, there might be something in the back hook that's not like connected correctly. Okay, so I changed all of these items to technically be the new ones. No, I was saying before, basically I wiped all the Visual Studio files, step one, right? So like Visual Studio, settings, launcher, whatever, the intermediate folder, stuff like that. And then I right-clicked on the project folder and you say generate new VS files for the 5.6 engine after the 5.6 engine is already installed. So, okay, wait for that to finish. Then you open up Visual Studio and you do a rebuild of your own game. Then you go into, and this is what I did. Then I just go back into the folder. I launch the game like I normally would, like this, and it will automatically prompt you and say, hey, you got some shit that's outdated. Would you like us to rebuild it for you again to 5.6? And that's where you say yes. And then you pray to God that it works. And if it does, you're in. That's all I did. And everything's been fine after that. So, what's going on, labs? All right, let's see if we crash here. There's a good chance we're going to crash. If not, then it was a structure problem. Okay, yeah. All right, so it's something to do with the nanite clothing. That is very odd. Makes no sense to me. What's going on, CJ? What's shaking, man? So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn nanite off on all of those clothes, and then we'll just leave it at that. It's really weird that the body's okay, and like the vehicles are okay, but not the clothing. Yeah, that's true too. You can have issues like that, yeah. This sounded very Christmassy. That's hilarious. That's the problem if you use bells. It's like guaranteed to start sounding like Christmas. Provide a basic pre-displacement pipeline for nanite meshes. I don't know what the fuck this is. Asset and component types that provide a basic pre-displacement pipeline for nanite meshes. I don't know. I'm just kind of like looking at maybe. Oh, this is cool. Skeletal mesh morph targeting editing tools. We're gonna need this eventually. I don't want to get into that just yet, but we're gonna get into some crazy shit. All right, so let's turn these off. Honestly, they weren't even really unoptimized that bad before, but whatever. Boots. Chest. Okay. Those are now all off. We should not crash this time unless there's something else going on. Okay. She's missing pants, gloves. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, because we were here last time. That's right. This is the only thing we equipped. And then we crashed, remember? So it equipped, it saved, and then it crashed. It's good to know that it actually saved before it crashed. I still got to do a bunch of fringe tests with other things here. Because, like, I think there's a way that this isn't working correctly still, but I have to double check. But most of the stuff is working. I also have to sync up her animation state there. Alright, so we're obviously not crashing, so that's good. Now let's play back on this level. Low poly. No hands. Oh, God. Alright. I think we're back in business. Okay. So, we were talking about this. Look at that input MS delay. Holy shit. 450 in a vehicle? Like what? Okay, so it didn't really change much. It just kind of like went up to 450 and stopped, which tells me that there's just a bottleneck somewhere in the actual game. So let's start with the most basic place ever for controls, since it's input issues. And that's going to be our player controller. Let's see if we can nip this problem in the ass, because this is a serious problem. There's very few serious problems that I've run into. This is a serious one. This is one that must be fixed. There's no like, oh, we can fake it, or oh, we can just kind of la la la. No, like it must be fixed. So let's figure out where the fucking problem is. Alright, so this is where we get all of our enhancement stuff. So let's turn off our mapping context to see if it's something to do with that. How does my inventory system work? Yeah, like everyone uses Dynamic Sky. Yeah, it's so easy. My inventory system is just built from the ground up. It's just basically all it is just like arrays, and like you're passing name data back and forth, and then you compile the quantities. So it depends on however you want to make your inventories. Are like, I was so scared of inventory when I first started doing game development, and now I'm like, what the fuck ever. And once you start to understand it, like, because it's not that big of a deal, man. You're just compiling arrays is all you're doing. You're saying, here's an item, let's add it to the array. Oh, I need that item, get rid of it. Oh, you need to see that item? Okay, get the item data, display the icon, display the name, done. Where's it going? UI? There you go. You have it, you're done. It gets really complicated when you're dealing with like swapping and switching and stacking and stuff like that, but the general concepts of inventory are just moving structured data around. They're called structures. So if you don't know what structures are, start looking up things called structures. Okay, let's see what happens when I shut off all input systems. Still there. Okay, so that has nothing to do with it. It's kind of scary. Like, how do I even diagnose this? Let's see here. I do Grok. Grok says inefficient input handling, excessive processing in the input pipeline, or a bug, a loop or blocking operation in an input-related system. Stat input. Let's see if that even exists. Or if it's just making that one up. I've never heard of that one before. Stat input. Force input refresh controller state of each frame. Nope. Nothing. Okay. Yeah, the GPU's been fine. I checked it earlier. I don't know why. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, these are my vocals in the song. It was a little high. Yeah, our GPU's actually looking pretty good. Not that bad. Everything's pretty green. Lumen, that's pretty normal. Render deferred lighting, that's pretty normal. Post processing, it could be a little lower, but not bad. Lumen reflections, I can tone down. I can change that shit easily. That's just like tweaking settings slightly in the post processor. So yeah, our GPU is fine, which is hilarious because that's usually the biggest problem for most people. So we are good there. But I don't know what the fuck's going on with this input thing. So ignore GPU time, ignore frame. These are both being affected by this, basically. So there's something weird going on with our input. God damn, that's ridiculous. Unreal Engine fix input MS delay. Modifies, so the low latency for frame syncs for that modifies the way thread syncing is performed between the game rendering and the RHI threads GPU to greatly reduce the control input latency. In previous engine releases, the game thread synced with the rendering thread. Okay, so it's its own thread now. Here we go. Where is it coming from? This is from Epic Games Direct. I don't know what. It's not even the right thing. Talking about something else. I'm pretty sure it's not an actor problem. Here, let's just do this. Maps. What's the image room? That's old. Blank. Yeah, see, it's still showing up. So we're in a room right now with no character at all. And we still have 450. So that's scary. Like, what the fuck? Latency frame. I don't know. The hardware you use can be a factor for the perceived input lag. You have a controller, mouse, keyboard connected through Bluetooth, USB, Wi-Fi. All these devices have small delay. Whatever. The delay to render. All right, let's do this. Let's open. Okay, let's just make sure that it's not like my side. You know what I mean? Like something to do with like my actual computer or like controllers or some shit. So let's open up that Epic vehicle test that we made the other day. Let's open up this project and let's see if we get the same results inside this project. And if we do, then something ain't right. Something ain't right, boy. I don't know if I'll feel better or worse if we have the same problem in this one. Okay, so Epic Games themselves has an input delay of 100. Size changes are not saved by default. It went up. It went up pretty high again. Input delay is 160. Oh, fuck. Actually not easy to drive this thing. 160. Now it's like randomly down again. This is 5.6 right now. I'm inside 5.6. Oh, you're saying like maybe like, yeah, like this one's got the same issues? Maybe. I don't know. Let's open up our old project in 5.4 or whatever, 5.5. I'm pretty sure we still had the same problem in that. Let's do some more reading while we wait for this nonsense. Delay to render a frame on your monitor or TV can vary between 1 ms and 200. For a new gaming monitor, the delay is very low. For old monitors, it can be around 2 to 6 ms. TVs are different. They have big screen. Yeah. Okay, the delay can vary between 14 ms and up to 200 ms. Okay, so it's probably because I'm on a TV then. I use TVs. These are all like 4K TVs. So new TVs are G-Sync compatible. So it's starting to look like it might just be me. Like it just might be my computer system. Because I'm trying to crank to a TV and... You have an input of 62 on yours in Unreal Engine? Yeah. And you're using a monitor, I'm guessing? Because I think I just read in here that 62 is pretty standard. Yeah. On 5.6, right? Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, the only really true way to test it is if you downloaded. You would have to download whatever the fuck I called that. It's on the Epic. It's a third-party thing. It's one of the templates that you can start with. It's the race car one. So like make a template that's race car map or whatever, and then run it with a stat unit and see what your input lag is. So I'm pretty sure that it's a me problem, not a game problem. I don't know which one is which here. Okay, this is the updated one. I can close this one. Yeah, so this is 5.4 or whatever the fuck. It's probably going to be just as bad. Yeah, it's just skyrocketing again. Yeah. Okay. So it's most likely a me problem. And I'm running a 3060 graphics card. You have 16 gigabytes of RAM and a bad CPU? Okay, yeah, but you're using monitors though. I mean, that's... Yeah, but the input lag is the difference between... They were just explaining it on their forums. It's the difference between the graphic to response ratio internally. So the amount of time that it takes for your inputs to register with the graphical changes. At least that's what they were saying. So yeah, so I'm running a 3060 graphics card, and I'm on TVs, so 4K TVs, not monitors. I don't know. They're like 50 refresh or something, 50 ms refresh. So yeah, that's probably the issue. I'm not too worried about it if that's the situation. I'll probably have some of my testers test the game and see how it looks on theirs, because they can use the debug tools in the game right now. It's like public, right? Well, it's not public, but it's for closed testers. Yeah, that's probably what I'll have to do. Stream's going good there, Hawaiian. Stream's going good. I'm just trying to fix some problems right now with the game. If I feel like I'm talking to people that are not chatting, it's because there's people on Twitch and there's people on YouTube here and there. So, all right. So let's try this. Let's do. It's not the controller, thank God. We can't get these to work. That's fine. Let's leave them off for now. All right, so because like everything else checks out fine. That's the thing, right? So like when I did, this is why I'm pretty sure it's just me. So I did a baked Steam playtest, and when I ran the test on Steam, that was the only thing that I had that was red. Everything else was green. Like the graphics were fine, Lumen was fine, like everything's fine. So it's some type of like input lag problem. Now I don't know if that's what's causing this stutter. You see how I'm like stuttering in the editor? I need a new graphics card, man. You guys want to buy me a new graphics card? All right, let's see. Not too bad, Jimmy. Not too bad. Okay, so we got the vehicle working. We got to get it to work when it's rolled over, I think is the next problem. So let's fix that right now. We're going to artificially throw this on the side. Then we're going to make the lights work, because I don't think they're working correctly. Or at least I can't see them for some reason. That tent just had to spawn right there, didn't it? Good. This is a good test. Alright, so that didn't do shit. It's cool. That did absolutely nothing. Good to know. Let's find out why. These might be inverted. Wait, not that way. If this is less than -45 or greater than 45. Then we want to say do a line trace that goes up from the actor and then straight down actor's location all the way -250. Yeah. And then visibility trace, make array, and we're gonna ignore pilot and the co-pilot. Okay. And then we pick a random spot within that radius and send us there, if true. If not, we just say hit those respected locations and kick us out. All right, let's see what happens. You're trying to get a job? Yeah. Okay, there we go. So that worked. Looks good to me. Let's try upside down. Still wanted to put me in the ground. I'm gonna say location instead of impact point. I don't think that's working correctly. Nice to see that those wheels are still not working correctly. Why does it still put me like in the middle, bro? For duration. Let's see where that tracer's hitting. Okay. I can change that shit easily, by the way, where I'm like able to like throw it and shit. Like we can fix that. I just haven't gotten around to it. All right, so that kind of works. All right, let's try this. Let's say to send us to that location that we hit. Unless sphere trace by channel. God, this is getting ridiculous. Like, just move me out of the way. I could have it just send me up in the air. Let me try that. Brake vector. Make vector. Okay, that put me on top of the car. That wasn't too bad. Whoa. Oh man. The fuck was that? Why did it kick me all the way back there? That's a 45-degree angle right there. So it's negative 45 is left. Positive 45 is right. So I know which side represents which here. Okay, so if the left side is tilted beyond 45 degrees, or if the right side is tilted more than 45 degrees, if true, we want to get the actor's current location. I don't trust that. I don't know. I don't trust that. Get world location. I mean, that should theoretically work, but whatever. Get the world location of our current mesh, where that is in the world, and shoot down 250. Ignore ourself. Ignore all players. Visibility trace. We want to start at the actor's current location. Start at this location, which will be the same location except increased by 1,000 feet or 1,000 whatevers. And then we want to shoot straight down. Ignore self. I think I want that. Normal of the hit world space. Sure. All right. What? Why did I appear over there? Is that 000? Oh, Jesus Christ, man. It's all these little tiny fringe things that take forever to get right. True. It's saying the origin is at 000. That's not right. Fuck. Okay. There we go. That's normal. Okay, so that put me on top of it. Put me on the side of it. Put me on top of it. We're just going to push that right into the ground. We got to fix the weight distributions between character and object. It drives like a champ when I have no latency problems. Whoops. I think I should do all physics tests from now on inside low poly mode, because like it's so much more optimized and smooth. I'll have to remember that. Okay. We need to reset our camera, and we got an error there. One debone. Simulate physics enabled if you like force application. Simulate physics on the bones? How was that? Simulate physics on the bones. Look at you go. Look at you go, freak. What's up, buddy? Are you doing some game deving, or what's on the agenda? I'll be playing Dune. I thought you weren't playing Dune. I can't tell who's doing what anymore. Everyone's gonna be playing. As the afternoon progresses and time gets later, everyone's gonna be playing Dune. So I have not touched Dune because I'm treating this like a job, and I need to get this fixed and done first, and then I'll play Dune when I'm done with work. You know what I mean? So for me personally, I'll probably play in like about an hour or so. I still got a few more things I want to fix. I got the vehicles working really well now. Let me add more weight. Do 0.1, 0.1. Let's try that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Boom. Good fuck. Turned that way too hard. Alright, good. So I'm getting unstuck, so that's perfect. Cool, cool, cool. Sounds good, man. Trying to see. Let me eject while moving fast. Okay, good. It did put me right where I was. Okay, so I think we've solved most of those sticky problems with the character getting stuck and shit. Yeah, that's an interesting way to get stuck. Gotta think of everything, right? Alright, cool. Now the wheels are supposed to stop. So why are they not stopping? That's pissing me off. I'm not in the fucking vehicle, so the fuck. And the lights aren't doing what I want either. I would like to get the lights fixed and this the wheel animations, and then I'll be happy. We're almost done with this bastard. Okay. I get in, true. Set to non-park position. Unpause animations, rock and roll. Good. Get out. Engine on, true. Okay, that's a problem. This is supposed to be false. Why is the pilot seat still filled? What's going on with that? Didn't we just change that? Let's see. Engine, check engine on. Pilot seat filled, or this. True. Engine on. Okay, and then when I get out... Oh, are we not changing this? Clever girl. Alright, we gotta do this. And this is no longer... I don't give a shit about the passenger. No. All we care about is this. The pilot's not in there. We don't have power. End of story. Okay. We don't need that anymore. I don't need this anymore. It was like basically reversing itself each time. Got to like get rid of it. Alright, that should solve the issue. Play, test. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so I start spinning the wheels, I turn them, get out. It did not work. Ooh, I just noticed something. I don't really like where that pivot point is. Huh. Oh, I'm on 5.6 by the way. We were talking about it a little bit earlier. Can I edit pivot points now on skeletal meshes? Damn it. Like, lets me eyeball it? Like, really? What's up, Savage? We made some progress, bro. We made some fucking progress, dude. I'm a little scared to do this. I think we should probably do a test first. Yeah, let's do a test. All right, vehicles, land. Give me this. All right, we're gonna copy you, duplicate, whatever. All right, so now I won't feel bad if I destroy something. All right, so this is our skeletal mesh. You see how the snap point is on the bottom of the floor? What the problem with that is when I roll now, I'll roll like with a top heavy motion. So we want that pivot point to be in the middle of the vehicle. So I'm going to try to actually change that right now. Let's see. Is it going to let me do it? Oh, so it's only going to let me do it on the blueprint side. Pain in the ass, bro. Pain in the ass. Interesting. So I can set the pivot point. Okay, I see. So it's changing the pivot point of all of these meshes. Yeah, I can't really do that. All right, that's something different. Okay, whatever. It was worth a shot. Alrighty, answered your question. You missed it because of the ads. What's up, man? Okay. Vehicles ready. Let's see what's going on with this bullshit logic. I get in, through, sweet. Start moving, I get out. Still thinks it's true. Motherfucker. Why? The pilot seat is not... No, it's not. What is wrong with this thing? Hold on. On exit. Here's a problem right here. No, that should fire off either way, actually. Because we're saying if the co-pilot or the pilot is filled, then we just begin the process, and then we figure out which one's valid. So actually, that's fine. Prove it, because it will probably work just the same. Should you make materials in Blender or Unreal Engine? You should make them in Unreal Engine. You can make them in Blender if you want, but it's not necessarily going to be pretty. Yes, yeah, we're flying, Savage. Yeah, we got everything working, brah. That's what I'm saying. Like, we are doing great right now. Oh shit. We got to balance a few things still, but yeah, we're doing pretty good. So let's get out and let's see what's going on here. So this still says it's true. Why? Why did this not fire off? Wait, that fired off first? Hold the phone. Why did that trigger? Was it because I pressed F? Alright, we gotta figure this out. Hold on. I had it working on the other version and now I like fucked it up. Okay. So when I get in, we go blop 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 blop. We possess, we set our shit, we set our logic, and then we set our engine. That all works fine. Now we can move around, we're good to go. I'm trying to get it so that the wheels hold their position. Now when I press F, oh, really, bro? Really? This is triggering twice, huh? No wonder we're having issues. Savage! dropping down a gifted sub. Thank you so much, sir. Hooking somebody up out there. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we're getting some distance here on this game, man. I know. Thanks for the congrats. I appreciate it. Reward for hard work. Thanks, dude. I'm trying, man. I know. I'm tired. I'm tired. But I'm happy. Like we're getting places. The next big leg for me to finish is the AI for the enemies and auto creation of POIs, which is a pretty big one. So, hey, every little bit helps, man. Every little bit helps. You know, like 50 people do gifted subs over the course of a month, and there you go. I can pay my bills. So, you guys are doing great. I appreciate it. You're already home, Undead? Oh, see, you're gonna start before I am. I'm not playing until I finish this problem. So, okay, so this thing fires off first, dude. Okay, so what we need to do, all right, here's what we need to do, okay? We need to say, when I press F, we got to know if this thing's already possessed, okay? If it is, we're going down here, like that. I don't even think I need these anymore. If it's not, then we're entering. Wait a minute. Pilot seat filled. True. From the pilot, if not from the passenger. Yeah, okay, that should still work. Alright, let's see if this works. I had a button that was basically like overriding the other one. So it was firing twice, which was overriding the data. Okay, so are we in here, yes or no? The answer should be no. So now we should go right to the system, blah, blah, blah. Now I press F again. This answer should be true, which it is. Now we go down here. Blah, 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 blah. We go inside here, blah, blah, blah. This should say false, which it does, and I get out. Awesome. Okay, now let's see if it actually snaps our data. Turn the wheels left, I get out. Wheels are left, stays in the park position. That's good. I get back in, they're still in the position. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, I start moving, I get out, the brakes are applied. Wheels should stop. Oh. Interesting. Are we pausing? We're supposed to be pausing the animation though. Set to 0, set to 0, set to park. Set position of the current. Set the steering input to 0. That's what I fucked that up. Okay, wait. Get steering input position. It's an animation though, right? Yeah, it's the position of the animation. That's what it is. So I need to set animation position. Set position. No, actually I want to pause the animation, right? Okay, we're going to say pause. Get play rate. No. Set pause animation. Oh, we're already doing that right here. What the hell? Okay, so I think I need to set this after I set this. Maybe that's the problem. Oh wait, it's turned off. That's why. Okay, so yeah, this fucking checkbox. Typical Unreal Engine. Typical Unreal Engine. A checkbox was misplaced. Pause. There we go. I had that turned off. All right. Jesus. All right, I get out. Wheels stop. Perfect. I get back in. We're good to go. All right, let's just really crank those wheels. Let's get going. Let's get going. Let's get going. Bail. Wheels are all stopped. Nice. We get back in. We're good to go. Yeah, perfect. So now the wheels stop. All right, now let's see what our skid proof is. And where's my camera? What's going on with my camera? All right, so that's like really jarring when I get out of the vehicle. So I think the next thing I'm gonna have to do is make like a smooth, a lerp. I'm gonna have to make a lerp. I don't have any tags on it right now. No, no, there's no maiden whatevers. Not at the moment. There's some things, but it's more of like quiet watermarks. But there's nothing that's like actual like visual. Players will be able to like spray paint all over it and do whatever they fucking want, but I haven't gotten to that yet. Okay, lights. Why are my lights not showing? That's another problem. Okay, so that's going to be under our accessories package, which is right down here. Nope. Begin play. Okay, good. It's still in here. All right, sweet. Yeah, so we attach all BP LEDs, and then sync to vehicle, which launches this. And then we now are synced to our dispatchers for our lighting conditions. Light function. Right here. Set spotlight. I want to know why that's not doing what it's supposed to do. That's like a really weird situation that I'm in. It says that it's set to 8,000. So yeah, these lights are smart lights that I put in here. I like made my own little lights. So now I can put lights anywhere and they'll just act smart like everything else. But the problem is I'm not seeing the actual lights in the world. Like, why are the spotlights not showing up? Yeah, like those lights are intelligent. Watch, like if I make it daytime, they're supposed to automatically turn on and turn off. Oh, I don't know why they're not reacting right now. If I get out, whoop, lag. They shut off when you get out. I don't think I made them synced up to weather yet. Oh, I'm super laggy right now. I'm trying to figure out why they're not showing the actual lights though. Like the casting lights. Alright, this is if weather or nighttime and power is on. So you have to be in the car, it has to be nighttime or bad weather in order for the intensity to be set to 8,000. So this is working, it's just for some reason it's not working. I don't know. And then this sets the actual globe of the bulb. And we know that's working because we can see that no problem. The whole thing should be replicated. Why are we not seeing See, if I bring this into the scene real quick, we grab one of those LEDs for a second. Let's see. The LEDs. Grab one of these. Nope, gotta do it the hard way. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. Where did I put that under? Like vehicles or some shit? No, I'm never gonna be able to find the damn thing. Items. Where's the LED? Land small vehicles, vehicle accessories. Okay, that needs to be moved like right now. That should be under vehicles. I don't care. Okay. Make sure these are all set correctly. Alright, so you can see the light coming from the light here, right? Like, they're a part of the whole system there. Play the damn game. Off. I get in. It's saying yes, this should be set to full. And they're on, but I don't see any lights. What the fuck? Why were we brake stopping on that? Yeah. She's looking good. She's looking good. I don't know why I'm getting a breakpoint. Okay, I didn't get one that time. Yeah, it drives fine. I got all that shit figured out late last night, finally. So, it's gonna be a little laggy. We're having some lag issues with, like, rendering. I think it's my computer, to be honest. We did, like, a whole thing where we were, like, researching it, and it looks like it's my computer acting weird, so I probably need to reboot my computer, but long story short, it works. And we can kind of, like if I get out of this real quick, like, it remembers exactly, like, where everything is. We can get back in. Looks like there's some bad weather coming in. Let's try to tone the thing down and see if it actually senses the nighttime. See, it's not. Those lights are not sensing nighttime. Why? Why, bro? Is it because they're not on a timer? But their parent's on a timer. Oh, I might need to get the parent timer, which is timer. Check sky time. Is nighttime, is not nighttime. Okay, so this is gonna check every moment timer goes through. So I need to actually put this. I gotta say timer. If I can find the fucker. Hold on. We'll call this sky timer. Because LED is a child of that. So now we can say sky timer, event sky timer, and we want to do what the parent does. So now we'll get updated as well. Because it was like a separate thing, and I don't think it was like registering correctly. That's a tricky little problem I've run into a few times. Yeah, I'm almost done. I gotta get these lights to work, and then I'll be happy. Alright, let's make it nighttime. Still not turning on. Why? Do we have to bind? No, we shouldn't have to bind to anything. This should run itself. Playing on stream or off stream, you're talking for Dune? I don't know. I might just play off stream. To be honest, I'm kind of like, I like to chill sometimes. I could play on stream, but yeah, I don't know. I'm 50-50. I'm 50-50 on that. I just know, like, I don't know. Like, people are sleeping in the house. I want to be, like, all, like, crazy and wild and loud and shit. So I'm usually pretty chill when I game now. I don't want to, like, wake people up late at night. But, if I had my own place, we would probably be doing, like, an event. And I would be, like, going crazy. But not right now. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so time of day is nighttime, is not nighttime. So let's make sure we're getting is nighttime. This scans every time. I think I need to hook to this. What's light function? Let me just run light function off of sync timer. Yeah. Okay. This should fucking work now. This should fucking work. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Audio privacy is probably one of the hardest things to find in life, in my opinion. Okay, doesn't work. Shit. Cool story, bro. Let me try getting out and back in again. Oh, God. Lord have mercy. Okay. Let me check this real fast. So every 5 seconds, oops, I changed the name, that's fine. Sky timer. I'm like, what is going on? Okay. Now we'll go back to this. I was like really getting frustrated there for a second. I'm like, I know that should work. Alright, it fucking better work now. Okay, so let's get in the vehicle. Lights are off. Make it dark out. Yep, lights turn on. Alright, excellent. Okay, so we automatically got that fixed. Let's do another test here. Let's make it daytime. They should shut off. Takes about 5 seconds. Yeah, there we go. So the lights automatically... So these lights... It's like a real vehicle now. So the lights just automatically turn on and they automatically turn off. And they're even smarter than you'd think. So it looks like bad weather's coming in right now. Which means that the lights should automatically turn on. It might not be severe weather, though. It sounds severe. Oh, turned down when I did that. Okay, so they're not turning on for rain, but they'll turn on for severe weather. So I might have to back that up by just a click. Which is inside here. If it's greater than 5. So I think 5 is like normal rain. And 6 is like a severe severe like storm or something. So we should be good now. Oh, hello. Yeah, that can happen. I don't have like a smart fix for that right this minute. I still have to add some weight to this thing. It's like super light. It's because it's not taking into effect, like when I hit it, it thinks that I'm like invincible. It's just physics crap I gotta fix, but anyways. Okay, so my lights are off. Let's do a cloudy day. That shouldn't do anything. Cold shouldn't. Yeah, cold's bad. But I think we'll turn on for cold, yeah. Let's do blizzard. We should stay on. Yeah. Sweet. I changed the weather systems. They take a while to kick in now. A little bit more natural. I don't know if I should have the engine automatically shut off or not when you get out of the vehicle. Like right now, it's kind of just like fire and forget. It makes it easy, but maybe later we'll have it so that you can like leave them on. I just don't want players, because you're gonna be able to have like weapons and shit, like auto turrets on some of these vehicles. I don't want you to just like roll up and like get out of your vehicle and like have an extra player. You know what I mean? So that's why they kind of shut off. Like one player has to be sacrificed for the vehicle to be active, essentially. I'm doing it more for balance than realism. Okay, so the lights work. That's good. I just can't seem to get these fucking spotlights to work. I don't understand why it's doing this. I'm trying to set the intensity of the spotlight and it's not like changing. I don't understand. Like the spotlights are fine here. I wonder if there's like something dumb with like should the spawned actor be marked as transient? The spawned actor will also be marked transient. I don't know what the fuck that means. You should all replicate. Say that much. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on there. Alright, well, whatever. Hey, we did some damage today. We got this vehicle working. We tweaked a bunch of other bugs. I think I'm gonna wrap it up early now because it's game time. I'm gonna kind of take it easy for the rest of the night. Try out Dune, see how shit it is. And then tomorrow we should be back to the grind, I would imagine. I might kind of like do a 50-50 split for a few days if Dune's really fun. Just to take a little bit of a break, but we're not letting our foot off the gas that much because we got to get this done. So, yeah, thanks, man. I know it turned out pretty good, so I'm excited. It looks really nice. I obviously have to fix a few other things, but it's got built-in smart lights. It's got a built-in engine system that automatically turns all the torquing off and stuff if you get out of it. It has a smart stuck system for if you try to get out of the vehicle and it's rolled over, it'll like put you somewhere else so you don't get like stuck inside the ground. We fixed all that. I fixed a lot of the slippage with the tires. I fixed some other issues with torque. Now what I have to do is basically fix some weight problems. That's easy. And the vehicles are pretty much good to go. The cool thing too is these vehicles are spawnable. See if I can just run an example here real fast. If it actually lets me. I don't know why. Like, my computer's dying, man. I don't know what else to say. I'm probably going to have to do a reboot here in a minute. If I go back to the main world here. And we equip one of these vehicles. You'll be able to mod your vehicles eventually too, but that's like way later. Like, you can put like different like mods on them. So like, oh, this vehicle just has better energy. This vehicle has a weapon on it. This vehicle can harvest. So all that fun shit. Look at you digging up old commands. Alright. Don't know why it's taking so long to travel to this world. Oh, probably because it's the first time we've been there in a while. It's probably doing shaders. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, shaders. It's the first time we've been here because we're running it in the editor. So it's gonna like freak the fuck out for like 10 hours. Freaking shaders, man. Yeah, I've got a lot of old commands that are buried in there somewhere. Do exclamation point playlist. I don't even know if that one still works. I don't think it does. Actually, I don't think it does. But it used to show like the playlist of what's currently being played. I lost a lot of that stuff. Oh, okay, so it shows you my playlist. Okay, that's pretty cool. Nice. Shows you my YouTube playlist. Okay, we are dealing with some lag here, boys. Okay, so packaged vehicles now work internally with our new vehicle system. So there you go. And now we're fully drivable. Oh. That's a water level problem. I don't even know I had that issue. I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, we gotta fix some shit with this vehicle. It's like, oof. It's gotta be way heavier. It's like a motorcycle right now. It's come a long way. You see that tearing? What is that? Oh fuck, I forgot. What is that? That's a material glitch problem. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it's because it was like loading shaders and shit. I was like, what the hell? Alright, let's go explore. I've actually never been out this far before. I don't know how big to make the maps, because we can make them huge if we really wanted to. Oh god. Oh dear. Alright, there we go. It's like a car commercial.
The all-new XO1.
Come on. You see that lag, man? Like, what is wrong? Like, it's not me. Like, my computer's fine. Well, it's actually, I think it might be my computer graphics card. I think my graphics card's dying, is what I'm getting at here. So, yeah. Better get this game finished quick so we can afford to buy a new graphics card. So we can continue making games. Yeah, see? No, cancel, minimize. Oh my god, minimize. It doesn't do this on the ship build, thank god. Popping fucking wheelies still? Good god. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to turn down the torque a lot more. Who needs Dune when we have this? We can play whatever the fuck we want. This looks fucking awesome. It wasn't like dealing with so many fucking lags and shit. Oof. Oh god. Dude, it has way too much torque, bro. It's like a motorcycle, and then I like lose control. Yeah, I gotta fix that a little bit. All right, we can get there. Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. Whatever. It just like sent me back to like the abyss. It's like, yeah, get fucked.
Legendary.
Yeah, I fixed all this shit recently. Like, all of the loot now is correct. Well. Not the rarity. The rarity still needs to be adjusted. Some of these things are spawning in weird areas still. I gotta fix all that. So, like, these are gonna represent camps and stuff. And when they spawn, they'll get rid of the foliage. I just haven't added that yet. So, there's like a lot of different things I still have to add. New followers, welcome, welcome. Alright, yeah, so those are showing up just fine. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's a little bit of a teaser there. Obviously, I need to fix my computer. It's like laggy as fuck right now. So we're having a lot of lag issues. And I'm running 2 engines at the same time, apparently. Wait. Why do I have 2 engines running again? Uh-oh. Shit. Not again. Well, no wonder I'm lagging. This one's 5.6? Yeah, this one's... Oh my god, this is the old one again? Why was this in the background? Oh my god. There you go, there you go. Why did I have the old engine still running in the background? Well, no wonder I was so, like, heavily lagged out, man. I had 2 engines running. Alright, well, we got all of our stuff fixed. We're looking pretty good. Yeah, this one drives a little bit better. I think I was driving an old version of the vehicle there. This one's a little bit heavier. Yeah, this is way better. Okay. This is more like an actual tank. I mean, I can still lose it, but I'm not popping wheelies. Okay. Yeah. So I basically play tested an old version of, like, I don't know, a different version of the game. though. This is the new updated version. Yeah, it's a lot better. It's a lot, like, it's still like a little slippery, but it's not that bad. Yeah, this one's pretty good. It's like, it's a lot harder. It's a little bit slower. I still don't know what to do about these wheels because we're moving a skeletal mesh really fast, and it starts to kind of like slip visually. So I'm gonna have to try to figure that out too. God forbid any of this shit is standard. Alright, I think that's all I got for tonight, boys. Good times, good times. Alright, we'll be back at it again tomorrow. We'll get some more damage done. We'll be hitting it hard. So, alright. What's up, Timeria? I see you, by the way. Alright, I'll be on tomorrow, guys. You take it easy. I gotta go get Dune started. Deal with all this drama now, so we'll see how bad it is. I don't know. Hopefully it's somewhat fun, but we'll see. Alright, guys. You take it easy. Night. Later.
Yeah.